What if I told you your liver is a superhero? This incredible organ pulls off over 500 essential functions every day, working tirelessly behind the scenes to keep you in tip-top shape. Think of your liver as the ultimate bodyguard, filtering out toxins and unwanted substances from your bloodstream to ensure your body runs smoothly. It produces bile, which is crucial for breaking down the fats you eat, making digestion possible. Beyond that, the liver processes nutrients from your meals, ensuring your body gets the fuel it needs, while also storing important vitamins and minerals like iron and vitamin B12 for future use. But that's not all. The liver is a master regulator of cholesterol levels, balancing hormones to keep your body in harmony. It even plays a key role in supporting your immune system, helping your body fight off infections. With all these hats it wears, it's no wonder the liver is often referred to as the body's unsung hero. So next time you enjoy a meal, remember the incredible work your liver does to keep you healthy and active. Did you know that crows are true geniuses? These remarkable birds exhibit intelligence on par with primates and even young children. They can recognize human faces, hold grudges, and remember those who treat them kindly or badly. But their skills go far beyond memory. Crows are one of the few non-human species to craft tools. They bend wires into hooks, shape leaves into scoops, and use sticks to fish out insects from tight crevices. Some species, like the New Caledonian crow, solve multi-step puzzles requiring foresight and planning. They cache food across hundreds of hiding spots and recall them months later. In group settings, they use complex vocal signals to communicate warnings, plan ambushes, or share news. These feathered masterminds have even been trained to distinguish shapes, colors, and sequences, demonstrating problem-solving ability that rivals a 5-year-old child. Can you imagine that many U.S. cities might shrink? Research suggests a staggering 87.5% of cities across the United States could face significant population reductions in the next decade or two. This phenomenon is influenced by various factors, including economic changes, climate challenges, and evolving job markets. Some cities, once bustling with activity, are seeing their residents move to suburbs or even out of state in search of better opportunities and quality of life. Additionally, cities that rely heavily on declining industries may struggle to retain their populations, forcing them to rethink their strategies to attract new residents and businesses. Factors like rising housing costs, the availability of jobs, and even climate-related issues can push people to seek greener pastures. As urban planners and local governments grapple with this potential decline, communities are working hard to create more vibrant, livable environments. What changes will those cities implement to reverse this trend and keep their communities thriving? Have you ever stopped to think that opossums fake their deaths? When threatened, opossums go full method actor. They enter a trance-like state called thanatosis. It's not just playing dead, it's a full physiological shutdown. Their heart rate drops to near undetectable levels. Their bodies go limp, and they emit a foul smell from anal glands in their mouth that mimics the scent of decay. This gruesome performance convinces many predators to lose interest, assuming the corpse is either rotten or diseased. The opossum may stay like this for minutes or even hours, then slowly recover and creep away. It's an involuntary response triggered by fear, not a conscious decision, but it works like a charm. Millions of years of evolution have turned this peculiar act into a highly effective survival strategy. Surprising truth: bones outshine steel in strength. While it might sound unbelievable, when you compare bones to steel by weight, bones actually win in the strength department. This remarkable characteristic comes from their unique structure, which combines toughness with a lightweight flexibility that steel just can't match. Our bones are not just rigid sticks. They are living tissues that adapt and change over time. As we go through life, our bones undergo a dynamic process called remodeling, where old bone is broken down and new bone is formed. This means that bones become denser and stronger in response to the forces we place on them, such as physical activity or weight-bearing exercises. But keep in mind, this remodeling can vary. Teenagers often have more robust bones due to growth spurts, while older adults may face a decrease in bone density. Eating a balanced diet rich in calcium and vitamin D, along with staying active, can help maintain bone strength. So next time you think about strength, remember your bones are flexing their muscles even more than steel. Surprisingly, it's a fact that Jefferson invented the swivel chair. This innovative piece of furniture was crafted by none other than Thomas Jefferson, the third president of the United States. He designed the swivel chair in 1776 while he was in France, drafting the Declaration of Independence. This clever design allowed for easier movement while working, enabling Jefferson to swivel and reach various documents without having to get up. The chair featured a rotating seat and a sturdy wooden base, showcasing Jefferson's love for both functionality and style. Interestingly, his swivel chair also became a symbol of the Enlightenment, a time when creativity and ideas flourished. If you picture Jefferson in his home office, carefully spinning around in that very chair as he penned some of the nation's most important laws, it gives us a new appreciation for how furniture can influence our work and ideas. So the next time you sit in a swivel chair, remember that you're sharing a legacy with one of America's founding fathers. Did you ever think a chair could hold such history? Did you know that Hattie McDaniel made Oscar history? In 1940, this remarkable actress became the first African-American woman to win an Academy Award, specifically for her performance as Mammy in the epic film Gone with the Wind. Hattie's win was groundbreaking, not just for her career, but for the representation of African Americans in Hollywood during a time of significant racial discrimination. The ceremony took place in Los Angeles, and despite the segregated environment of the time, she delivered a heartfelt acceptance speech that resonated with many. McDaniel's achievement paved the way for future generations of actors and actresses of color, showing them that success in the film industry was possible. Surprisingly, her landmark win came at a moment when roles for Black artists were often limited to stereotypes, yet Hattie managed to shine through her talent and determination. Today, we celebrate her legacy and the doors she opened for others in film. How can we continue to honor her contributions to cinema and fight for greater diversity in Hollywood? Have you ever wondered how moths sniff love from miles away? Male silkworm moths possess some of the most sensitive noses in the animal kingdom. Their feathery antennae are loaded with millions of scent receptors that can detect just a few molecules of a female's pheromone. From up to 16 kilometers away, these males lock onto the chemical trail and navigate with astonishing precision, even in total darkness. Once in range, they engage in a dance-like flight, guided by increasingly strong scent cues. This extreme sensitivity ensures that even in low-density populations, mating is still possible. Their antennae are so advanced, they've inspired sensor designs in modern robotics and technology. Nature made them into airborne pheromone-seeking missiles, all for the sake of love. Did you know Osaka's climate can be tricky? While this bustling city enjoys a mild climate with hot, humid summers and pleasantly cool winters, not all areas experience the same comfort. Take Kamagasaki, for instance, a neighborhood grappling with unique challenges. Summer temperatures can soar, making life a sweaty ordeal for many residents, especially those without air conditioning. Imagine the stifling heat mixing with the sounds of the vibrant streets. It can be overwhelming. When winter rolls around, the tables turn, and residents face a different struggle, finding warmth in their homes. Many in Kamagasaki deal with minimal heating options. This stark contrast in seasons highlights the resilience of the community, which is home to many individuals facing tough circumstances. Despite these climate-related hurdles, the people of Kamagasaki find a way to adapt and support each other, proving that even in the heat of summer or the chill of winter, the spirit of community can shine brightly, showcasing strength in the face of adversity. Why does Taiwan's train system impress the world? Taiwan's THSR, or high-speed rail, is nothing short of a marvel, zipping passengers across the island at a breathtaking speed of 300 kilometers per hour. Imagine traveling from the bustling north in Taipei to the sunny south in Kaohsiung in just around 90 minutes. Perfect for both business trips and spontaneous weekend getaways. This rail system makes exploring Taiwan's stunning landscapes and vibrant cities super easy and efficient. But that's not all. Taiwan has made sure that staying connected is a breeze with its nationwide public Wi-Fi network, cleverly named iTaiwan. Available in numerous places like train stations, airports, and even while riding the THSR, this free internet access allows you to share your adventures online or plan your next stop without a hitch. Combined, these features make Taiwan a tech-savvy traveler's paradise, blending speed with connectivity, enhancing your journey from start to finish. What makes proboscis monkeys so special in Brunei? These fascinating creatures are truly a sight to behold. Found primarily in the lush mangrove forests, riverbanks, and tropical rainforests of Brunei, especially within the stunning Ulu Temburong National Park, proboscis monkeys are like something out of a storybook. With their distinctive long noses and unique social behaviors, they have earned a special place in the hearts of wildlife enthusiasts and locals alike. This national park is not just any nature reserve, it's a crucial conservation area that protects a variety of unique wildlife, with the proboscis monkey often hailed as its main attraction. Brunei's government takes conservation seriously, implementing strict measures to shield these remarkable monkeys and their habitats from threats like deforestation and hunting. Thanks to these efforts, visitors to Ulu Temburong can witness these playful primates swinging through the trees, all while supporting initiatives that ensure their survival and the health of their rainforest home. Seeing these monkeys in their natural environment is not just an adventure, it's a chance to appreciate the beauty of biodiversity. Did you know Himba homes are made from cow dung? In the heart of Namibia, the Himba tribe showcases an incredible way of life that defies modern building conventions. These skilled artisans mix clay with cow dung to create their unique homes, commonly called ombu or ovanda. But don't let the idea of cow dung throw you off. This natural building material is both practical and sustainable, offering remarkable insulation from the scorching desert heat. The clay helps solidify the structure, while the dung adds a level of resilience that standard materials just can't match. The combination results in strong, durable homes that hold up well, even in the face of harsh weather conditions. During the day, these homes remain pleasantly cool inside, providing a welcome refuge from the sun's relentless rays. This innovative approach not only reflects the tribe's deep connection to their cultural roots, but also highlights nature's ability to provide ideal solutions for living sustainably in a challenging environment. The Himba people, with their resourceful building methods, truly embody the beauty of harmony between traditional practices and the natural world. Imagine creating a logo worth $1 million. It's an incredible story that begins in 1971 when a graphic design student named Carolyn Davidson was approached by Phil Knight, one of the co-founders of Nike. At the time, Knight was just launching his athletic shoe company and needed a logo that could represent speed and movement. Davidson designed the now iconic swoosh for just $13, a modest fee considering the massive impact her creation would eventually have. Fast forward to today, and that swoosh is recognized globally, symbolizing not only Nike, but also the spirit of sports and achievement. As an added twist to this fascinating tale, Davidson was later given 500 shares of the company as a thank you for her work. Those shares, initially worth little, skyrocketed in value with Nike's success. Today, they are estimated to be worth around $1 million. This story shows us that sometimes great things can come from humble beginnings, and that creativity can pay off in ways we never expect. Did you know offices used to be so different? The action office system, created in the 1960s, really shook things up in how we think about office spaces. Before this revolution, offices were often lined with rigid cubicles, fostering isolation and limiting creativity. But the action office system introduced a flexible, open layout that encouraged people to interact and collaborate. Imagine desks that could be rearranged, community spaces for brainstorming, and the freedom to personalize your work area. This shift helped to break down barriers, allowing for more communication and innovation among coworkers. Such an environment boosted creativity and made work feel less like a chore and more like a community effort. Today, many modern offices, with their trendy lounges and communal workspaces, owe a great deal to this groundbreaking system. The way we work and collaborate has evolved significantly, all thanks to a push for a more dynamic and engaging office atmosphere. So next time you step into an office that's buzzing with energy, think back to how far we've come since that era of stiff, solitary cubicles. How about this? Wombats dig underground bunkers like architects. Wombats are short, stout marsupials, but underground, they're skilled civil engineers. Using their strong claws and muscular limbs, they carve elaborate tunnel networks stretching up to 30 meters, complete with multiple chambers. These burrows maintain constant humidity and temperature, offering perfect shelter from predators and harsh weather. Mothers dig backward to protect their young from collapsing soil, and some tunnels have branches that confuse intruders. These dens may even be shared or reused across generations. Scientists believe wombats influence local soil ecology and plant growth through their digging habits. Their tunnels serve as pantries, hiding spots, and social meeting places. With no tools, no blueprints, and no formal training, wombats have evolved into builders whose work can outlast human structures. Ever heard of the fascinating grenadier fish? These remarkable creatures are not just your average fish swimming around. They're a key player in the deep-sea ecosystem. Grenadiers, also known as macrorids, are bottom dwellers that thrive in the darkest parts of the ocean, often found at incredible depths of up to 6 kilometers. Can you imagine how it feels to live in such pitch-black water? These fish make up about 15% of the entire deep-sea population, showcasing how vital they are for maintaining the balance down there. With their elongated bodies and large eyes, grenadiers are perfectly adapted to survive where light doesn't penetrate and where the pressure is immense. They primarily feast on smaller fish and crustaceans, playing an essential role in the food web. As they glide gracefully along the ocean floor, these fascinating fish help recycle nutrients in the deep sea, proving that even the most secluded parts of our planet are teeming with life and complexity. So next time you think of the ocean, remember there's a hidden world beneath the waves, vibrant and full of surprises. Stargazing in the Atacama Desert is simply magical. This remarkable place, located in northern Chile, is often considered one of the best spots on Earth for observing the night sky. Why? It's largely due to its astonishingly clear atmosphere, which is incredibly dry and free of moisture, allowing breathtaking views of stars, planets, and galaxies without any distortion. The Atacama Desert experiences minimal light pollution since it's home to few inhabitants and no major cities nearby, meaning the dazzling night sky truly shines in all its glory. You can expect to see thousands of stars twinkling brightly, even with just your naked eye. Local astronomy tours often take advantage of these ideal conditions, providing telescopes and expert guides to help you explore constellations and celestial events. Many observatories have also set up shop here, like the European Southern Observatory, which takes full advantage of the region's unique environment for groundbreaking astronomical research. Whether you're an astronomy fanatic or just someone who appreciates the beauty of the cosmos, a night under the stars in the Atacama is an experience you won't soon forget. Is it really possible that birds sleep in flight? It sounds like science fiction, but some birds, like frigate birds and swifts, can literally sleep while flying. Researchers used tiny EEG sensors to monitor brain activity and discovered that these birds use unihemispheric slow-wave sleep, resting one side of the brain while the other stays awake. This unique ability allows them to soar across oceans for days or weeks without landing. They can stay alert enough to navigate, avoid obstacles, and maintain balance, all while giving their brains periodic rest. This adaptation is crucial for species that can't land safely on water or lack feeding spots mid-journey. It's an incredible evolutionary response to the challenge of long-distance migration. These birds are the only known vertebrates capable of combining motion and sleep so seamlessly, proving that nature finds rest, even in midair. Surprisingly, it's a fact that wealth has a royal family. The Al Nahyan family is not just any family. They reign as the richest and most powerful royal family in the world, leading the Emirate of Abu Dhabi in the United Arab Emirates. Their incredible influence began with Sheikh Zayed bin Sultan Al Nahyan, who became the first president of the UAE in 1971. Under his guidance, the Al Nahyan family grew their wealth in extraordinary ways, and today they control the Abu Dhabi Sovereign Wealth Fund, which is the biggest private equity fund globally, managing a staggering $700 billion in assets from around the world. This means they have fingers in many pies, from investments in technology to entertainment. Oh, and if you're a soccer fan, you might be interested to know that they own Manchester City, one of the top football clubs in the UK. The family's vast wealth and power have made them vital players on the global stage, showcasing how royal legacies can shape entire nations and industries. Here's something incredible about newborn deer. When fawns make their entrance into the world, they come with a remarkable adaptation. They lack any scent. This unique feature is a clever survival tactic that helps keep them hidden from predators such as wolves and bears. Imagine being a tiny, helpless fawn lying still in the grass, blending in perfectly with your surroundings while nature plays its game of hide and seek. Most animals rely on their sense of smell to find their food, and without a scent, fawns are like invisible little ninjas in the wild. Their mothers know the importance of this survival strategy, often leaving their young in a safe spot while they venture off to graze. This way, the fawn stays hidden and safe from danger. But it doesn't stop there. As they grow, fawns begin to develop their own scent, which helps them bond with their mothers and eventually learn the ways of the forest. So next time you see a young deer, remember their survival is a combination of cleverness and the wonders of nature. Surprised by Africa's most connected country? The Democratic Republic of the Congo, or DRC for short, is a fascinating nation that shares borders with 9 other countries: Angola, Uganda, Rwanda, Burundi, Tanzania, Zambia, Sudan, the Central African Republic, and the Republic of Congo. This impressive geography makes the DRC the most bordered country in Africa. But what really grabs attention is the capital city, Kinshasa, which sits just 2.5 miles away from Brazzaville, the capital of the Republic of Congo. That's like having 2 major cities almost within walking distance of each other. Imagine the cultural exchanges, trade opportunities, and unique friendships that can blossom in such proximity. These cities are so close that at times it's hard to tell where one ends and the other begins. With bustling markets, music, and vibrant cultures, this area buzzes with life. The DRC itself is rich in natural resources, and despite its challenges, it stands as a remarkable example of how neighboring countries can share a close physical space while boasting their own distinct identities. Isn't it incredible how geography shapes communities and cultures? Hard to believe, but a hard drive weighed 500 pounds. Back in 1980, IBM changed the game in data storage by unveiling the first 1 gigabyte hard drive, a massive piece of technology that tipped the scales at a staggering 500 pounds. Imagine trying to lift that beast. While it seems almost laughable today, this enormous machine came with a hefty price tag of $40,000. Just think about how that compares to your smartphone or even a flash drive today, which can hold hundreds of gigabytes and fit in your pocket. This invention wasn't just about size and cost, it represented a crucial leap forward in how we store and access information. At that time, the tech world was on the verge of a storage revolution, and this hard drive was a stepping stone that would eventually lead us to the sleek, powerful devices we're so accustomed to now. So next time you upload a photo or download a movie, remember that it all started with a gigantic 500-pound hard drive that was the size of a refrigerator. Double the charm. Did you know Sri Lanka has 2 capitals? You might be surprised to learn that this beautiful island nation boasts not 1, but 2 distinct capitals. Sri Jayawardenepura Koti serves as the administrative heart, where decisions are made and government buildings quietly stand amidst serene surroundings. It has a peaceful vibe, with lush greenery and elegant architecture, making it a lovely escape from the hustle and bustle of city life. On the other hand, there's Colombo, the commercial powerhouse that's always buzzing with energy. This vibrant city is a fascinating blend of the old and the new, where colonial-era buildings sit side by side with modern skyscrapers. In Colombo, you can dive into a lively mix of markets, shops, and street food, making it a paradise for any foodie. The contrast between Kota's calm and Colombo's lively atmosphere showcases the diverse spirit of Sri Lanka, highlighting its rich history and dynamic present. Together, these two capitals tell a story of a nation that beautifully balances tradition and modernity. What's the story behind Laos and its hidden treasures? Laos holds a remarkable yet sobering title. It's the most bombed country in the world. During the Vietnam War from 1964 to 1973, the United States waged an intense bombing campaign over Laos, hoping to disrupt supply lines and bases. This resulted in the dropping of around 2 million tons of bombs, leaving a lasting mark on the land and its people. But there's so much more to Laos than its war-torn history. Nestled in the heart of Southeast Asia, it's the proud home to the stunning Mekong River, which meanders through lush landscapes, providing vital resources in vibrant ecosystems. The river supports communities and wildlife alike, enriching the local culture with its bounty. Plus, Laos boasts a breathtaking 4,000 islands archipelago in the Mekong, known as Siphan Don, where you can find tranquil lagoons and rare species like the Irrawaddy dolphin. Today, despite its past, Laos is a place of resilience and beauty, weaving its history into the fabric of a hopeful future. What if I told you about the cosmic web? This fantastic structure is the largest in the universe and resembles a giant, intricate net spread across the cosmos. Imagine a web woven with galaxies, clusters, and dark matter, all interconnected with vast empty spaces, like threads and gaps in a grand tapestry. Over billions of years, gravity has been the master weaver, pulling matter together and creating filaments of dark matter where galaxies gather. These threads come together in dense knots, forming clusters that shine with the light of billions of stars. Meanwhile, dark energy is pushing galaxies apart, adding a twist to the plot. By studying the cosmic web, scientists unlock the mysteries of how galaxies form and evolve, revealing clues about the unseen forces of dark matter and dark energy. Understanding this cosmic web not only gives us insights into the structure of the universe, but also helps us grasp the exquisite balance of forces that shape everything around us. Who knew our universe was woven together in such a spectacular way? Ever thought about why Easter Island is so unique? This remote paradise offers not just its famous statues, known as moai, but a treasure trove of natural wonders. Imagine strolling along pink and black sand beaches that are truly one of a kind, where the colors come from the local volcanic rock and minerals. The island also boasts an extinct volcano, Rano Kau, which provides stunning panoramic views and a beautiful crater lake, perfect for exploring. With unspoiled landscapes, the island is a haven for nature enthusiasts and those seeking adventure. You can hike through lush greenery, observe unique wildlife, and soak up the warm sun. The blend of the awe-inspiring moai and the breathtaking scenery makes Easter Island a fascinating destination for anyone curious about history, culture, and natural beauty. So whether you're planning a trip or simply dreaming about it, this distant isle has stories and sights that captivate travelers from around the globe. What else do you know about this mysterious island? Can you believe we're still using old measurement systems? Despite the world's shift towards the metric system, which is used by nearly every country on the planet, the United States, Myanmar, and Liberia hang on to the British imperial system. It's a fascinating quirk of history. The metric system, based on units of 10, makes it simpler for calculations and scientific work. For example, in metric, 1 liter equals 1,000 milliliters, and 1 kilometer is 1,000 meters. This straightforward approach helps in everything from cooking recipes to scientific research. Yet in the United States, we stick with feet, pounds, and gallons. Ever tried converting miles to kilometers? It can be a headache. The reasons behind this unusual adherence are rooted in tradition, culture, and historical factors, creating a measurement divide that can confuse travelers and international communication alike. As global discussions about standardizing measurements continue, one can't help but wonder if these three countries will ever make the switch. For now, we're all stuck in a curious blend of old and new. Did you know the U.S. leads in museums? With around 35,000 museums spread across the country, the United States proudly holds the title of the nation with the most museums in the world. These museums showcase a dazzling array of subjects, delighting visitors with everything from fine art and historical artifacts to pop culture phenomena and niche interests. You can explore renowned institutions like the Smithsonian in Washington, D.C., home to countless exhibits, or discover quirky places that focus on everything from cereal to ventriloquism. Each museum offers unique insights into different cultures, events, and ideas, making learning engaging and fun for all ages. Whether you're an art enthusiast, a history buff, or just curious, there's a museum waiting for you to explore. The wide variety of topics and experiences serves to educate and inspire, transforming ordinary visits into extraordinary adventures. So why not grab your friends or family and take a trip to a local museum? You never know what fascinating stories you might uncover. Have you ever seen a double rainbow in the sky? A double rainbow is truly one of nature's most enchanting spectacles. Picture this. As sunlight breaks through after a storm, it hits raindrops hanging in the air, acting like tiny prisms that bend and split the light into a dazzling array of colors. This incredible optical phenomenon features two concentric rainbows, with the brighter, more vivid inner rainbow and a fainter outer one that appears in reverse order of colors. The deeper you observe, the more magic you can find. The outer rainbow is usually a lot wider and can sometimes take on a soft, pastel look. People often feel awe when witnessing this breathtaking display, and many cultures have linked double rainbows to good luck or even a sign of something special on the horizon. So the next time you see one, take a moment to appreciate the science behind it and revel in the beauty that nature offers. These colorful arcs remind us of the wonders that can emerge from rain and sunshine alike. Did you know that giraffes sleep for only minutes at a time? Despite their towering height and gentle nature, giraffes live under constant threat in the wild. As a result, they sleep very little, just 30 to 60 minutes per day, broken into brief naps lasting 5 to 10 minutes. Most of this sleep occurs while standing, thanks to a unique system of ligaments that locks their legs in place without muscle strain. Only in the safest conditions do giraffes lie down to enter REM sleep, curling their necks backward in a position that looks awkward but is surprisingly stable. Scientists believe this fragmented sleep pattern evolved as a defense mechanism, allowing giraffes to remain alert and flee quickly from predators. It's one of the shortest sleep durations in the animal kingdom, proving that vigilance often trumps rest when survival depends on it. Most people don't know this, but supermarkets waste tons of food. It's shocking to learn that the average supermarket in the United States tosses out around 3,000 pounds of food every single year. That's equivalent to the weight of a small car. This waste often comes from perfectly good fruits and vegetables that don't meet strict cosmetic standards, meaning they might have a bruise or an unusual shape. Additionally, items that are approaching their expiration dates get discarded, even if they are still safe to eat. While some supermarkets have begun donating unsold food to local food banks, the majority still send a large portion of their inventory to landfills. This not only squanders resources but also contributes to greenhouse gas emissions. So what can we do about this alarming issue? By supporting stores that prioritize sustainability or by being mindful of our own grocery habits, we can all play a part in reducing food waste and making a positive impact on our planet. Did you know Sweden is a giant in Europe? Spanning roughly 450,000 square kilometers, Sweden ranks as the fifth largest country on the continent. To put that in perspective, that's about 4.5% the size of the entire United States. With a population of around 10.5 million, this Scandinavian treasure is not just about land. It boasts a stunning coastline that stretches over 3,200 kilometers, sprinkled with thousands of gorgeous islands waiting to be explored. Picture serene lakes and lush forests, as approximately 70% of Sweden is covered in trees, creating the perfect backdrop for outdoor adventures. From hiking in national parks to kayaking in crystal-clear waters, nature lovers find their slice of paradise here. Sweden's landscapes range from vibrant urban life in cities like Stockholm to the peaceful tranquility of its wilderness. The natural beauty of the country is not just a feast for the eyes. It's a sanctuary for a diverse array of wildlife and a cherished part of the Swedish way of life. So whether you're a nature enthusiast, a history buff, or just curious about different cultures, Sweden offers a little something for everyone. Did you know blondes might have more hair? It's a fascinating fact that many people aren't aware of. On average, individuals with blonde hair have about 150,000 hair follicles on their scalp, whereas those with darker hair typically have around 100,000 to 120,000. This doesn't mean that blondes are necessarily more stylish or attractive, but it does give them a thicker mane when they go for that beachy look. The reason behind this curious difference lies in the number of hair follicles rather than the thickness of each strand. While blonde hair may appear fine, the sheer number of strands can create an illusion of fullness. In contrast, dark hair is usually thicker, which can give off a different impression. So while a redhead might have even fewer than a brunette, they often make up for it with the vibrant richness of their color. Hair color variations remind us of the beautiful diversity in our world, and it's clear that every hue has its own charm and flair. Next time you see someone with gorgeous blonde locks, remember there's possibly more hair working behind that shiny curtain. Hard to believe, but stories outnumber real life. Did you know that on Instagram, there are an astonishing 300 billion stories shared every single day? That's right. In the virtual world, people are creating and sharing more moments than most of us could experience in our regular lives. Think about it. Every second, countless users are snapping pictures and short videos, documenting everything from their breakfast to their wildest adventures. This digital storytelling allows anyone to share their lives with an audience far beyond their immediate circle. It's like having a global stage where everyone gets to perform. While we often think of storytelling as something exclusive to authors or filmmakers, social media has democratized it, enabling even the shyest person to share their experiences. A massive volume of stories showcases not just personal moments, but also trends, challenges, and creative expressions that unite people across the globe. So the next time you scroll through your feed, consider how this enormous flow of daily stories shapes our understanding of each other and the world we live in. Guess what really drives the Mississippi River's droughts? In recent times, the majestic Mississippi River has faced serious challenges, particularly with drought conditions affecting its flow. Since July 2024, water levels in the lower parts of this vital waterway have plummeted to 8 feet below their historic average. Such drastic changes can have significant consequences, not only for wildlife that depends on the river's ecosystem, but also for the communities that rely on it for transportation and irrigation. Lower water levels can hinder shipping routes, making it harder and more expensive to transport goods like grain and coal. Additionally, as the river shrinks, it reveals banks that can contribute to erosion and impact the local wildlife habitat. Climate change plays a prominent role in these conditions, intensifying weather patterns that lead to prolonged dryness in some areas, while potentially increasing precipitation in others. Understanding the interplay between climate, ecology, and human activities is crucial as we seek solutions to protect this iconic river. How can we work together to ensure the Mississippi thrives again? Interestingly, bees build homes out of their own wax. Deep inside every hive lies one of nature's most extraordinary architectural wonders, the honeycomb. Each cell is a perfect hexagon, an efficient, stable shape that maximizes space while minimizing material. But this structure isn't built with tools. It's made entirely from wax secreted by the bees themselves. Worker bees consume honey, convert it into wax through specialized abdominal glands, and use their mandibles to mold it. It takes about 1 kilogram of wax to build 100,000 hexagonal cells, enough to store honey, pollen, and developing larvae. But the honeycomb is more than storage. It maintains a stable internal climate of around 35 degrees and 60% humidity, regulated by fanning bees and the comb's design. Antibacterial enzymes within the wax protect the hive from mold and pathogens. These waxen cities are biological marvels, engineered by instinct, perfected by generations, and unrivaled by even human architecture in terms of precision and function. Hard to believe, but Yosemite is a natural wonder. This iconic park showcases stunning granite walls, serene alpine lakes, towering waterfalls, and diverse hiking trails that attract millions of visitors each year. The majestic cliffs of El Capitan and Half Dome are world-renowned among rock climbers, drawing adventurers eager to test their skills against these sheer granite faces. The park's waterfalls, like the famous Yosemite Falls, cascade beautifully during snowmelt, creating a mesmerizing view that captivates photographers and nature lovers alike. Hiking here is a delight, with trails ranging from easy walks to challenging climbs, allowing everyone to experience its natural beauty. The rich biodiversity also makes Yosemite special, as it's home to deep forests and unique wildlife, including black bears and rare birds. Whether you're camping under the stars or simply enjoying a picnic by a lake, Yosemite offers something magical. Have we whetted your appetite for adventure in this stunning landscape? Did you know your eyes reveal your diet? It's true, the positioning of an animal's eyes can tell us a lot about what they eat and how they survive. Carnivores, like lions and eagles, have their eyes positioned at the front of their heads. This gives them excellent depth perception, helping them zero in on their prey with pinpoint accuracy. Imagine a lion stealthily moving through the grass, its sharp gaze locked on a gazelle. Now let's flip the script to herbivores. Think cows and rabbits. They have eyes located on the sides of their heads, allowing them to have a wider field of vision. This adaptation helps them keep an eye out for potential predators lurking nearby. With their panoramic sight, they can spot danger from almost any angle, making it easier to escape before it's too late. So next time you look at an animal, take a moment to notice where their eyes are. It's more than just a pretty face. It's a survival tool reflecting each creature's unique role in nature. Ever thought about Europe's tallest giant? Mount Elbrus, towering majestically at 5,642 meters, holds the crown as the highest mountain in Europe. Nestled in the beautiful Caucasus region of Russia, this breathtaking peak attracts adventurers and nature lovers from all around the globe. Elbrus isn't just impressive because of its height, it's also a dormant volcano, with its last eruption occurring more than 2,000 years ago. The stunning vistas from the summit offer breathtaking views of the surrounding landscapes, including sprawling valleys and rugged mountain ranges. In fact, on a clear day, you can see for miles. Climbing Mount Elbrus is a challenging and thrilling adventure, with routes that cater to both seasoned mountaineers and those looking for a less strenuous hike. The Iglitsky and Garabashi huts provide shelter for climbers, making the journey a bit more comfortable. Plus, the area is rich in biodiversity, featuring unique plants and animals that call these heights home. So whether you're an explorer at heart or just love to learn about our planet's amazing landmarks, Mount Elbrus is a place that captivates both the body and the imagination. Unwrap the magic of Rockefeller Center during the holidays. Every year, this iconic New York landmark transforms into a winter wonderland, drawing locals and tourists alike to experience the season's joy. At the center of it all is the towering Christmas tree, often adorned with thousands of sparkling lights and a brilliant star on top. Standing at about 75 feet tall, this magnificent tree has become a symbol of holiday cheer, attracting visitors who gather to snap photos and bask in its glow. But the festive spirit doesn't stop with the tree. The famous ice skating rink nestled below is perfect for those wanting to glide across the ice while surrounded by towering skyscrapers. Families and friends often spend hours enjoying this quintessential winter activity, creating memories that last a lifetime. Plus, there's often live music and entertainment, adding to the vibrant atmosphere. So whether you're sipping hot cocoa or sharing laughs with loved ones, spending time at Rockefeller Center during the holidays is an experience like no other, jam-packed with joy and holiday spirit. Dive into the world's largest swimming pool. This remarkable oasis is located at the San Alfonso del Mar Resort in Algarrobo, Chile, stretching an astonishing 1,013 meters, which is roughly the length of 10 football fields. Imagine a shimmering expanse of water so vast that it contains over 66 million gallons of crystal-clear seawater. This incredible pool isn't just impressive for its size. It boasts a vibrant blue color that sparkles under the sun, making it look like a slice of paradise. You could spend hours leisurely paddling around, or even take part in various water sports like kayaking or sailing. The pool was completed in 2006 and has drawn visitors from around the globe, curious to see this amazing feat of engineering and natural beauty. Its unique design allows for calm swimming despite being right by the ocean, showcasing how human creativity can merge with nature. Whether you're diving in or lounging poolside, the sheer scale of this aquatic wonder is bound to leave you in awe. Hard to believe, but yachts can float on a boat. Meet the Yacht Servant, a remarkable 700-foot-long vessel specially constructed to transport super yachts. Imagine a floating harbor that can carry up to 36 luxurious yachts at once. This incredible ship works by submerging its hull, allowing the yachts to float right above it. Think of it as a massive, floating platform that supports these magnificent boats while they travel over water. The design not only ensures a smooth ride for the yachts, but also saves time and effort for yacht owners when moving their prized possessions. Instead of navigating through busy shipping lanes or dealing with the hassle of individual transport, the Yacht Servant provides a clever and efficient solution. As the yacht sector grows, innovations like the Yacht Servant are becoming essential, and they highlight just how ingenious engineering can truly be. It turns the concept of yacht transportation on its head, making it more accessible for everyone who wants to enjoy the open water in style. Get ready to discover Saudi Arabia's secret rivers. Though Saudi Arabia is famously known for its vast deserts and arid landscapes, it surprisingly lacks permanent rivers. Instead, this unique region showcases a fascinating feature called wadis. These are dry riverbeds that come to life when the skies open up, filling with water during rare but intense rainstorms. Imagine a parched canyon suddenly transforming into a rushing stream. These seasonal waterways are vital to the local ecosystem, providing essential moisture to plants and animals alike when they flood. Wadis can vary in size from small channels to large, expansive valleys that can carry tremendous amounts of water. Interestingly, the term wadi itself is derived from Arabic, meaning valley or riverbed. While most of the time you might find them dry, the magic of these temporary rivers is a testament to the power of nature in a region that seems unyielding. They often become gathering spots for wildlife, and in some areas, you might even find farmers utilizing these seasonal floods to irrigate their crops, showcasing how life can adapt in surprising ways in this beautiful desert country. Believe it or not, but there's a survival guideline. The rule of threes is a fascinating principle that highlights how long humans can survive without essential elements we often take for granted. This rule states that you can survive roughly 3 minutes without air, which makes sense when you think about how quickly the body needs oxygen to function effectively. Then there's 3 hours without shelter, especially in extreme weather conditions. If you find yourself caught in a storm or intense heat, your body can quickly suffer without some form of protection. Moving on, we hit the 3 days mark without water. Just think how crucial hydration is. Our bodies are primarily composed of water, and without it, we can become dehydrated and confused. Lastly, we can survive for about 3 weeks without food, although that doesn't mean it's pleasant. These time frames provide a useful framework for prioritizing your actions in emergencies. Whether you're a seasoned camper or just curious about survival skills, understanding this rule can be a game changer, helping you make quick, informed decisions when it truly matters. Have you heard about Indonesia's volcanoes? This stunning archipelago isn't just a tropical paradise, it's also home to the most active volcanoes in the world. With over 130 active volcanoes and more than 70 with historic eruptions, Indonesia is a hotbed for geological activity. Among these giants, Mount Merapi on Java stands out as one of the world's most active volcanoes, continuously shaping the landscape and impacting the lives of those nearby. Then there's Mount Krakatoa, infamous for its monumental eruption in 1883, which was a cataclysmic event that created massive tsunamis and changed weather patterns worldwide. These powerful natural features not only create breathtaking scenery, but also remind us of Earth's dynamic nature. The people in volcanic regions have learned to coexist with these natural wonders, developing a deep respect for their power. They often celebrate the rich soils that the volcanic ash provides, which helps support vibrant agriculture. So the next time you think of Indonesia, remember that beneath its beauty lies a world of volcanic energy. Think you know Viking helmets? Think again. The iconic image of a fierce Viking with a horned helmet might be one of the biggest myths in history. In reality, these Norse warriors wore helmets that were much simpler and more practical. Typically made from metal or leather, Viking helmets were designed with a rounded or conical shape to protect their heads during battle. The misconception likely arose from 19th century romanticized art, where artists imagined these legendary figures wearing elaborate horned adornments for a dramatic flair. In truth, the helmets were often quite basic, lacking any horns at all. This design made it easier for them to maneuver and fight in tight formations. The actual Viking gear emphasized functionality over flamboyance, reflecting their serious approach to warfare. So next time you picture a Viking charging into battle, remember that their helmet was more about practicality than a theatrical costume. History is full of surprises, and this is just one example of how myth and reality can blend together in fascinating ways. Why are plastic flamingos outnumbering real ones? You might be surprised to learn that in the United States, there are estimated to be more plastic flamingos than actual flamingos. This quirky fact dates back to the 1950s, when Don Featherstone created the iconic pink lawn ornament. These cheerful, like plastic replicas quickly became a popular decoration for front yards, symbolizing a fun, carefree attitude in American suburban life. While the actual flamingo population is concentrated mainly in Florida and parts of the Caribbean, the colorful plastic counterparts have spread like wildfire across the nation, spawning yard parties, art installations, and even the occasional prank or two. Today, they can be spotted on lawns and gardens and even on porches, often in entertaining poses. While we might not see many real flamingos waddling about, these fun plastic birds bring a pop of color and a smile to everyday life, reminding us of sunny beaches and warm weather no matter where we are. What if I told you Namibia loves nature? It's true, over 40% of this stunning country is set aside for nature reserves, national parks, and community-managed conservancies, making it one of the leaders in conservation efforts worldwide. When you think about it, that's a huge chunk of land dedicated to protecting our planet and its incredible wildlife. More than 80 community conservancies play a crucial role here, covering around 20% of Namibia's area. These conservancies not only help preserve the environment, but also support local communities by providing jobs and promoting sustainable practices. Thanks to these efforts, wildlife populations are bouncing back, with species like the majestic black rhinos, elusive leopards, and unique desert elephants finding a safe haven. Imagine witnessing these magnificent creatures roam freely in their natural habitat. Namibia's commitment is an inspiring example of how land can be shared between people and nature, showcasing the beauty of biodiversity and the importance of preserving it for future generations. It's a beautiful balance between protecting wildlife and supporting communities, proving that love for nature can thrive through cooperation. What a lucky accident led to antibiotics. In 1928, something incredible happened in a messy lab. Alexander Fleming, a Scottish bacteriologist, was working on a project when he made a surprising discovery. After returning from a 2-week vacation, he noticed that some of his petri dishes, which contained colonies of Staphylococcus bacteria, had been contaminated by mold. But here's the fascinating part. Around the mold, the bacteria had disappeared. Intrigued, Fleming investigated further and found that the mold was producing a substance that killed the bacteria. This amazing substance was later named penicillin, marking the birth of the first true antibiotic. Fleming's accidental find revolutionized medicine, providing a powerful weapon against bacterial infections that had previously claimed countless lives. Thanks to penicillin, doctors could treat infections efficiently, changing the course of healthcare forever. What started as a simple mistake in a lab has saved millions of lives since then, proving that sometimes chance can lead to monumental breakthroughs. Imagine for a moment that the narwhal's tusk is real. It looks like fantasy, but the narwhal's iconic spiral tusk is no mythical horn. It's a real sensory organ with astonishing function. This 3-meter-long tooth, emerging from the upper left jaw of most males, contains millions of nerve endings and is sensitive enough to detect changes in water temperature, salinity, and pressure. Scientists believe narwhals use it like a sonar antenna, guiding them through the Arctic's icy labyrinths. They've even observed tusking behavior, narwhals rubbing tusks together in what may be a form of communication or dominance display. Some cultures once believed these tusks came from unicorns. Today we know they're instruments of biological elegance and precision. Part weapon, part sensor, part symbol. The narwhal's tusk is one of the most fascinating natural adaptations in the marine world. Is it really true that we're losing the Amazon rainforest? The answer is a resounding yes, and it's a concerning fact for all of us. Over the past 50 years, deforestation driven by agriculture and illegal logging has wiped out more than 17% of this vital ecosystem. The Amazon is often called the lungs of the earth because it helps produce oxygen and absorbs carbon dioxide, playing a crucial role in combating climate change. The loss of trees not only threatens countless species that call the rainforest home, but also disrupts the livelihoods of indigenous communities who depend on its resources. The ramifications extend beyond its borders, as we all share the planet's atmosphere. Imagine a world where this rich biodiversity diminishes and the climate grows even more unstable. It's a scary thought. Despite these challenges, there's still hope. Global awareness has surged, and initiatives to protect and restore this irreplaceable ecosystem are gaining ground. Protecting the Amazon isn't just about saving trees, it's about safeguarding our planet's future for generations to come. Here's something incredible about the Mauvel Cave. Tucked away in Romania, the Mauvel Cave is like a hidden world that has existed in isolation for around 5.5 million years. This remarkable place, discovered in 1986 by a group of curious drillers, is home to a unique ecosystem that has developed without any sunlight. Instead of photosynthesis, life here survives on chemical reactions between the prey and the toxic gases that fill the air, including hydrogen sulfide and carbon dioxide. Imagine a place where creatures you've never seen thrive in complete darkness, like translucent spiders and strange, eyeless crustaceans. Scientists believe that the extreme conditions of the cave have led to incredibly specialized organisms that exist nowhere else on Earth. The cave's rich history and unusual inhabitants offer a fantastic glimpse into how life might adapt in extreme environments, which intrigues biologists and other researchers. Studying Mauvel Cave can even inspire us to think about life on distant planets, where conditions could be just as harsh. So next time you think of ecosystems, remember the mysteries lurking in the dark depths of the Mauvel Cave. Wolves are surprisingly agile runners. These magnificent creatures have a special way of moving that might just amaze you. They run on their toes. This unique toe-running technique isn't just for show, it's a clever adaptation that provides several advantages. By using their toes, wolves can stop quickly and make sharp turns with ease, which is essential for catching prey in the wild. Ever watch a wolf chase down a deer? You'll notice how agile and nimble they are, darting swiftly through the forest. Plus, this method protects their paw pads from wear and tear, allowing them to cover long distances without injury. When hunting, wolves rely on their sharp senses and endurance, often working as a pack to outsmart their prey. The combination of agility and teamwork is what makes them such effective hunters. So the next time you think about wolves, remember that their incredible running style is just one of the many ways nature equips them to survive and thrive in their environment. Believe it or not, hyenas laugh not out of joy. The iconic cackling of the spotted hyena may sound like comedy, but it's actually one of the most complex vocal communication systems in the mammalian world. Each laugh, giggle, or whoop encodes vital social information, age, sex, emotional state, and even rank within the clan hierarchy. These vocalizations signal submission during feeding disputes, summon allies during a hunt, and issue warnings about territorial intrusions. Scientists have cataloged over 30 distinct call types, each used in specific contexts. What's more, the intensity and frequency of a hyena's laugh can reveal how hungry or stressed it is. In cooperative hunts, vocal cues help coordinate ambushes and flanking maneuvers. Far from being aimless noise, hyena laughter is structured, meaningful, and essential to the social fabric of their cunning, female-dominated societies. Ever wonder where Chad got its name? The country of Chad is actually named after Lake Chad, a major body of water that has drawn people to its shores for centuries. The name Chad comes from the Kanuri word sada, which means a large expanse of water. This connection is quite fitting, as Lake Chad has historically been one of the largest lakes in Africa, providing vital resources for nearby communities. When European explorers arrived during the colonization period, they adapted this local name for the country, forever linking its identity to this significant lake. The lake, however, has faced considerable challenges over the years, shrinking dramatically due to climate change and water diversion projects. Today, it serves not only as a crucial source of livelihood for millions of people, but also as a reminder of how names can carry deep cultural and geographical significance. So the next time you think of Chad, remember that its name is a tribute to the vast waters that have shaped the lives of its people. Did you know goats have amazing rectangular pupils? Goats are fascinating creatures, and their unique eyes help them stand out in the animal kingdom. Their pupils are shaped like rectangles rather than the usual round shape we see in most mammals. This unusual shape allows them to have an incredible field of vision, stretching between 320 to 340 degrees. Imagine being able to see almost everything around you without even turning your head. This remarkable trait is especially handy for spotting predators, allowing goats to stay alert in their mountainous habitats. Plus, their eyes are adapted to see well in both bright light and dim conditions, helping them navigate rocky terrains even during twilight. While it may seem strange at first, these quirky eyes are perfectly suited for the challenges goats face in the wild. So the next time you see a goat, take a moment to appreciate their incredible eyesight and how it helps them thrive in their environment. Hard to believe, but sea cucumbers sacrifice organs to survive. When danger strikes, the sea cucumber doesn't fight, it self-destructs. In a process called evisceration, this soft-bodied marine animal ejects its intestines, respiratory organs, and sometimes even its reproductive tissues through its anus, distracting predators with a slimy, sticky mess. But this isn't suicidal, it's strategic. The predator is left with a bizarre meal, and the cucumber crawls away, relatively unharmed. Within weeks, it regenerates its lost organs completely, a process that fascinates scientists studying human tissue repair and organ regeneration. This act of sacrificial defense is a remarkable example of how vulnerability can become survival. What looks like destruction is, in fact, controlled, calculated regeneration, proof that nature sometimes wins by giving something up. What if the universe has no center or edge? Imagine stepping into a vast, never-ending balloon that's inflating all around you. This is a great way to visualize the universe according to the Big Bang Theory, which suggests that it began as a tiny point and has been expanding ever since. Just like the surface of that balloon, every point in the universe is moving away from every other point. This means there isn't a specific center or edge we can point to. You can't find the middle of everything. This idea flips our usual view of space on its head, sparking fascinating questions about whether the universe is limitless or has boundaries we just can't see. Some researchers believe that even though it feels infinite, the universe could be finite but curve back on itself, kind of like the surface of a sphere. So whether you're gazing at the stars on a clear night or watching a balloon inflate, remember we're all part of an amazing cosmic expansion with no center to call home. Believe it or not, the U.S. has 6 time zones. With regions stretching across vast distances, America experiences time differently depending on where you are. The 6 official time zones are Eastern, Central, Mountain, Pacific, Alaska, and Hawaii Aleutian. For instance, when the clock strikes 9 a.m. in New York City, folks in Honolulu, Hawaii, are just waking up at 4 a.m. This staggering difference can lead to some interesting scenarios. Imagine planning a phone call to a friend across the country and realizing they're still asleep. Understanding these time zones is crucial for everything from business meetings to catching your favorite TV shows live. The time system not only reflects the geography, but also the culture and lifestyle of each region. People in bustling New York may be busy sipping coffee and heading to work, while in Hawaii the sun is just starting to rise, inviting locals to enjoy the beautiful morning waves. So whether you are celebrating New Year's or planning a cross-country trip, keep in mind the time differences that create the incredible tapestry of American life. Ever heard of a primate that hunts with its finger? In the moonlit forests of Madagascar, there lives a creature so strange that early explorers believed it was cursed. The ai, a rare nocturnal primate, looks like something out of folklore, with bulging eyes, bat-like ears, and shaggy fur. But its most bizarre feature is a long skeletal middle finger. This eerie digit isn't just odd, it's essential. The ai taps rhythmically on tree trunks, using its finger like a drumstick to detect hidden insect tunnels by sound. When it hears the hollow echo of larvae inside, it gnaws through the bark with sharp, rodent-like teeth and inserts the same finger to fish out its prey. Equipped with sensory receptors and uncanny flexibility, this tool acts like a combination of sonar and tweezers, perfectly evolved for foraging in the dark. Once hunted as a bad omen, the ai is now protected and admired as a triumph of evolutionary innovation, proof that nature's strangest solutions can be the most effective. Did you know that boxfish wear armor like real tanks? Boxfish, members of the family Ostracidae, are nature's aquatic tanks. Instead of flexible skin or scales, they're encased in a rigid, bony exoskeleton made of interlocking hexagonal plates that form a hard, box-like shell. This armor makes them nearly immune to bites and scrapes, especially in rough reef environments. Though their shape limits speed, it adds incredible stability, allowing them to make precise, slow maneuvers through coral. Some species even excrete a milky, toxic mucus when stressed, deterring predators with both chemical and visual warnings. Bright patterns on their bodies serve as aposematic signals, further discouraging attacks. Engineers study boxfish for their biomechanics, using their body shape to inspire designs in automobile and underwater robotics. In the evolutionary trade-off between speed and safety, the boxfish proves that armored resilience can sometimes be the winning strategy. Can you believe North Korea runs on cash? In this isolated nation, credit cards and online transactions are complete no-shows, making cash the king of the economy. Most North Koreans rely on physical money for their day-to-day purchases, creating a unique financial landscape. The national currency, known as the North Korean won, unfortunately has no traction on the global market, which leads many people to favor more stable currencies like the US dollar or Chinese yuan. Imagine navigating your life without the convenience of electronic payments. That's a typical day for many in North Korea. The absence of a digital banking system reflects not only the country's restrictions, but also its approach to external influences, keeping their economic practices tightly under wraps. For those who are a part of the daily grind in North Korea, this cash-only system is simply how things work. While this might sound daunting to us, it's just the norm over there. Like shopping in a foreign land where bank transactions come straight out of your pocket. Ever hear of the art of 8 limbs? Muay Thai is an incredible martial art that hails from Thailand, and it's famous for being both a brutal sport and a graceful art form. So what makes it tick? The name itself gives a hint. Muay Thai uses 8 points of contact, which means fighters use their fists, elbows, knees, and shins to attack and defend. This unique approach creates a dynamic and fluid style that sets it apart from other martial arts. Imagine a dance, but instead of just moving gracefully, the dancers are also striking with precision and power. Beyond the physical aspect, Muay Thai is about mental strength and discipline. Practitioners often speak of a deep connection between body and mind, achieved through rigorous training and a focus on respect and honor. Whether it's for fitness, self-defense, or competition, Muay Thai empowers individuals to push their limits and embrace resilience. So the next time you catch a match or think about trying a new sport, consider the fascinating world of Muay Thai. It's a journey that sharpens both body and spirit. You might be surprised by Scotland's national animal. It's the unicorn, a mythical creature that captures the imagination and embodies the spirit of the country. While most might expect a more conventional choice like the lion or the eagle, the unicorn represents purity, innocence, and power, making it a fitting symbol for Scotland's unique national identity. The connection to the unicorn dates back to the 15th century when it first appeared on the royal coat of arms. Interestingly, the unicorn is often depicted in Scottish lore as a fierce and untamed creature, a symbol of strength against oppression. Over the years, it has woven its way into Scotland's cultural tapestry, appearing in everything from art and literature to modern-day festivals celebrating Scottish heritage. The unicorn also plays a role in Celtic mythology, further enriching its significance as a symbol of magic and wonder. So next time you think of Scotland, remember it's not just bagpipes and kilts. There's a legendary creature standing proud as the national emblem. Believe it or not, the water bear can survive in outer space. Tardigrades, also known as water bears, are among the most indestructible organisms ever discovered. Measuring just 0.5 millimeters long, they can survive extremes that would obliterate most life. Complete dehydration, freezing near absolute zero, boiling heat, radiation, and even the vacuum of space. When conditions get harsh, tardigrades enter a ton state, curling into a cryptobiotic ball, halting all metabolic activity and losing almost all body water. In this state, they can endure for decades and reanimate upon rehydration. In 2007, they became the first animals to survive direct exposure to space. Scientists study them for clues on long-term space travel, cryopreservation, and even cancer resistance. These near-microscopic organisms are redefining the boundaries of life as we know it. Tiny, slow-moving symbols of biological resilience. Hard to believe, but Jupiter's gravity is stunningly strong. Imagine standing on the surface of Jupiter, where the pull of gravity is about 2.5 times stronger than what we feel here on Earth. This means that if you weigh 100 pounds on our planet, you would feel like you weigh 250 pounds there. Jupiter is the largest planet in our solar system, and its massive size means it has a powerful gravitational field that can influence everything from the orbits of its own moons to the paths of nearby asteroids. This immense gravity is what keeps Jupiter's thick atmosphere intact, filled with swirling clouds and vibrant storms, including the famous Great Red Spot, a massive storm that has raged for centuries. However, that same gravity would make it nearly impossible for us to stand or move about comfortably on Jupiter's surface. The crushing pressure and extreme conditions would be unlivable for humans as well. In fact, you wouldn't even find a solid surface to stand on, just a dense layer of gas that grows heavier the deeper you go. So, while Jupiter's gravity is a fascinating feature of this giant planet, it reminds us just how different and extreme our solar system can be. This might surprise you. Jobs in North Korea aren't choices. In this isolated country, citizens don't get to pick their own careers like many of us do. Instead, the government assigns jobs based on its own economic needs, leaving individuals with little say in their professional paths. This means that someone with a passion for art might find themselves working in a factory, and a skilled doctor might be forced into manual labor instead of helping patients. To make matters even tougher, the salaries are shockingly low. A doctor who provides vital health services might earn only between $3 to $5 a month, while factory workers might only see $1 to $2 for their hard work. Imagine how difficult it would be to support a family on such a meager income. This strict control over careers and the harsh economic realities create a challenging environment for North Koreans, shaping their lives in profound ways. Living under such conditions makes us appreciate the career freedoms and economic opportunities many of us often take for granted. Guess what really drives Zion Canyon's beauty? This stunning location, the most famous feature of Zion National Park, was skillfully carved by the Virgin River over millions of years. As the river meandered through the landscape, it shaped towering red sandstone cliffs and created unique rock formations that attract nature lovers and adventurers alike. These majestic cliffs can rise over 1,000 feet, giving visitors breathtaking views as they hike along the trails. The vibrant colors of the sandstone, ranging from deep reds to warm oranges, change throughout the day as the sunlight dances across the rocks, creating a living canvas of beauty. Whether you're spending a day exploring the Zion Canyon Scenic Drive or tackling challenging hikes like Angel's Landing, the diverse landscapes and rich ecosystem capture hearts and inspire awe. Wildlife, such as deer and various bird species, also call this area home, further enhancing its charm. So the next time you think of breathtaking natural wonders, remember how the Virgin River has sculpted this incredible gem. How does nature achieve such artistry? Can you imagine giant saucers from the Earth's past? During excavations in Russia, scientists stumbled upon fascinating artifacts known as the Volgograd discs. These enormous tungsten discs, some of which look strikingly like flying saucers, have sparked wild theories about extraterrestrial origins. While the idea of aliens crafting these impressive objects tickles the imagination, the truth is much more down to earth. Researchers believe these discs are not products of alien technology, but instead formed through natural erosion processes over time. The impressive shape of the discs is a result of natural forces like wind and water sculpting the tungsten, a hard metal that can withstand these elements. The striking visual resemblance to UFOs has captured the curiosity of media and the public alike, fueling countless stories and discussions. Although the Volgograd discs may not offer evidence of alien life, they certainly remind us of the mysteries our own planet can hide, inviting us to further explore the intricate dance of nature that creates such wonders. Ever heard of Ayubawan's warm charm? In Sri Lanka, when people greet each other with Ayubawan, they're not just saying hello, they're wishing each other a long and prosperous life. This heartfelt gesture involves placing hands together in front of the chest, accompanied by a slight bow. It's a simple yet deeply meaningful way to express respect and goodwill, and it perfectly reflects the warmth and hospitality that Sri Lankans are known for. Imagine walking through a bustling market or a tranquil village and encountering friendly faces greeting you with this inviting phrase. It's a cultural tradition steeped in kindness, where every Ayubawan fosters a sense of community and connection. In a world that sometimes feels a little too rushed, this gentle greeting reminds us to pause and appreciate the people around us. So the next time you meet someone from Sri Lanka, or even a fellow traveler, try saying Ayubawan. It just might brighten their day and strengthen that bond between you. Believe it or not, the immortal jellyfish cheats death. The tiny jellyfish, Turritopsis dohrnii, has baffled scientists with its near-magical ability to reverse its own aging. After reaching adulthood, it can revert its cells to a juvenile state and start life anew, effectively cycling between maturity and youth indefinitely, unless it's eaten or otherwise fatally injured. This process, known as transdifferentiation, allows specialized cells to become stem-like and then respecialize, rebuilding the body from the inside out. It's not just a parlor trick of the sea, it's a biological mystery with implications for regenerative medicine and the science of longevity. The jellyfish's cycle of immortality reveals the astounding potential of cellular flexibility and reminds us that nature has already cracked secrets that science is only beginning to understand. You won't believe how pink is made. The color pink, often associated with sweetness and playfulness, doesn't have its own specific wavelength of light. Instead, our brains cleverly mix the wavelengths of red and violet light, creating this vibrant hue as an optical illusion. When we see red and blue light together, our brain interprets this blend and assigns it the color pink. This fascinating process is a great example of how our perception of color is influenced by the interplay of different wavelengths, rather than a straightforward reflection of reality. It's not just about what we see, it's about how our brains process and interpret those signals. This is also why colors can sometimes appear differently depending on the lighting or surrounding colors. In everyday life, pink pops up everywhere, from cotton candy to sunsets, leaving us to wonder about the science hiding behind our favorite shades. So next time you spot a lovely pink flower or a cozy pink sweater, remember there's a whole world of light mixing happening in our brains to create that delightful color. You won't believe what Namibia did after independence. In 1990, when Namibia gained independence from South Africa, it took a bold step that set it apart as a leader in environmental protection. The country made history by embedding the commitment to safeguard the environment right into its constitution. Article 95 doesn't just mention protecting ecosystems. It actually mandates the government to ensure sustainable use of natural resources. This means that as Namibia develops, it prioritizes the health of its stunning landscapes and rich biodiversity. Imagine a place where the beauty of nature is protected not just for today, but for generations to come. The Constitution guides policies that help balance development with conservation, making Namibia a model for other nations around the world. The result has been impressive. Namibia is home to conservation initiatives that empower local communities and promote ecotourism. This innovative approach shows how a nation can lead the way in preserving the planet while still moving forward economically. Namibia's commitment to environmental stewardship truly inspires a global vision for a sustainable future. Imagine selling just one painting in your lifetime? Vincent van Gogh, one of the most celebrated artists in history, had a truly fascinating journey as an artist. Despite his immense talent and vibrant use of color, he famously sold only a single painting, The Red Vineyard, during his short life in the late 19th century. This striking artwork, showcasing the golden hues of a vineyard under a sunset, didn't bring Van Gogh wealth or fame back then. He struggled with poverty and mental health issues and spent most of his life largely unrecognized. In contrast, today his paintings are among the most sought after and expensive in the world, often breaking records at auction, with some fetching tens of millions. It's astonishing how taste can change over time, and Van Gogh's legacy now serves as a reminder of the fine line between struggle and success in the art world. His story encourages us to never underestimate the impact of creativity and passion, no matter the circumstances. So next time you see a Van Gogh, remember the story behind the masterpiece that took so long to rise to fame. Here's a wild fact about Golden Rock in Myanmar. This extraordinary site, also known as Kyaiktiyo Pagoda, is a magnificent golden boulder perched precariously on the edge of Mount Kyaiktiyo. The rock is covered in gold leaf and is a major pilgrimage destination for Buddhists. Legend has it that this enormous rock balances on a strand of the Buddha's hair, making it a symbol of faith and devotion. The journey to reach the rock involves a rewarding trek, often tackled by thousands of pilgrims and tourists alike, who believe that completing the climb leads to good health and prosperity. Along the path, you'll find colorful prayer flags fluttering in the wind and little shrines where people stop to offer their prayers. As you approach the rock, the breathtaking views of the surrounding landscape make the effort worthwhile. Visitors are often awestruck by how this giant boulder seems to defy gravity, creating a magical atmosphere that enhances the spiritual experience. Whether you're on a quest for wellness or simply wish to soak in the beauty and culture of Myanmar, Golden Rock is a destination that promises unforgettable memories. Here's a wild fact about Banff National Park. This stunning gem in Canada is not just about breathtaking views, it also boasts natural hot springs that have been attracting visitors for centuries. The Banff Upper Hot Springs provide a perfect way to relax after a day of adventures. Speaking of adventures, the park is home to some thrilling ski slopes for winter enthusiasts. Whether you're a beginner or a pro, you can glide down the snowy hills surrounded by majestic mountains. As the seasons change, Banff also offers hiking trails that let you explore diverse landscapes, from lush forests to rugged cliffs. One of the park's top attractions is the Glacier Skywalk, a spectacular suspension bridge that lets you walk over a stunning canyon while taking in views of waterfalls and wildlife below. With so much to do, Banff National Park is a paradise for nature lovers, adventurers, and anyone looking to soak in Canada's natural beauty. What will you explore first? Imagine a place with more companies than people. The Cayman Islands, a stunning British overseas territory nestled in the Caribbean, is not just famous for its breathtaking beaches and clear blue waters, but also for its extraordinary financial landscape. With a population of around 65,000 individuals, this tiny paradise hosts over 100,000 registered companies, making it one of the top global centers for business. Why, you ask? The secret lies in its attractive tax laws and regulations that draw in businesses from all around the world looking for a tax-friendly environment. This means that entrepreneurs, especially those in finance and investment, can benefit from the island's unique conditions, enjoying greater privacy and fewer restrictions. Local residents, meanwhile, enjoy a vibrant lifestyle filled with sunshine and culture, living alongside bustling corporate activity. So whether you're dreaming of lounging on a beach or starting a business, the Cayman Islands offers a fascinating blend of both worlds. It's hard not to think of this spectacular place as a mix of vacation paradise and financial powerhouse. Did you know about the towering wax palms of Colombia? These incredible trees, known as the wax palm, are the tallest in South America and can soar to heights of up to 200 feet. Found mainly in the stunning Cocora Valley, these palms are not just remarkable for their height. They are Colombia's national tree and a true symbol of the country's biodiversity. Imagine standing in a lush green valley surrounded by misty mountains and a sea of slender, towering palms reaching toward the sky. The wax palm thrives in a unique ecosystem that features cool, rainy climates and rich soil, making it a perfect spot for these magnificent giants to flourish. The trees play a crucial role in their environment, providing homes for various bird species and contributing to the local ecosystem's health. Sadly, the wax palm is classified as near threatened due to habitat loss and climate change. Thankfully, conservation efforts are underway to protect these beautiful trees and their habitats, ensuring that future generations can marvel at the breathtaking sight of wax palms dancing in the wind. Did you know winemakers relied on the ton for measurement? In the Middle Ages, the ton was a crucial unit for measuring wine. This large cask could hold around 252 gallons, making it a significant vessel for producers and traders alike. Winemakers poured their skills into creating flavors that delighted the palates of kings and commoners, while merchants used tons to transport vast quantities of wine across Europe. This system not only facilitated trade, but also established important routes linking vineyards to markets. As trade blossomed, so did the language of winemaking, with terms from this era echoing in today's industry. For instance, contemporary winemakers still refer to casks and barrels, reminding us of ancient practices that laid the groundwork for modern wine production. Although the ton might sound outdated now, its influence remains alive, bridging centuries of traditions. When you sip your favorite wine today, think about the journey it took from those medieval tons to your glass. What else do you think has changed in winemaking since then? Thinking about moving to Singapore? Here's what to know. Relocating to Singapore can feel like a thrilling adventure, but it requires careful financial planning and some diligent research. Known for its stunning skyline and vibrant culture, Singapore is also notorious for its high cost of living. From housing to groceries, everyday expenses can add up quickly. Before making a move, it's crucial to dive into the details, like understanding the local rental market and budgeting for utilities. Are you ready to pay a premium for that perfect apartment? Additionally, familiarizing yourself with healthcare costs and transportation fares can help paint a clearer picture of monthly expenses. It's not just about the fun of exploring the little red dot. You'll want to ensure your wallet can handle the excitement. Finding a job can also help offset some costs, so researching potential employment opportunities is essential. By planning ahead, you can create a realistic budget that suits your lifestyle in this bustling city, making your transition smoother and more enjoyable. Hard to believe, but reality TV started in 1973. Back in the early 70s, a groundbreaking show hit the airwaves known as An American Family. It marked the very first reality television series in the United States. This show invited viewers into the everyday lives of the Loud family, giving them an intimate look at their daily routines and personal challenges across 12 fascinating episodes. The Louds were just an ordinary family living in Santa Barbara, California, but their life was anything but boring. The show candidly captured their joys, struggles, and even the tensions that came with family life, all without a script. This open-door approach to storytelling was novel at the time and paved the way for modern reality TV. Imagine a world without your favorite reality shows. An American Family not only captivated audiences, but also sparked conversations about the nature of family dynamics and the role of television in shaping societal views. As critics and viewers reacted, it became clear that reality TV was here to stay, evolving into a massive genre that influences entertainment to this day. You won't believe how cars are changing. Imagine cruising down the road in a vehicle that doesn't have a steering wheel or pedals. Sounds like a scene from a sci-fi movie, right? Well, Mercedes-Benz is making that futuristic dream a reality with their new car controlled entirely by joysticks. This innovative design focuses on improving convenience and accessibility, allowing drivers to maneuver their vehicles using easy-to-use joysticks instead of traditional controls. This means not just a shift in how we drive, but also in how we think about driving itself. Equipped with advanced technology, these cars can handle navigation and safety, giving the driver more time to enjoy the ride. Additionally, this futuristic approach could open up a world of possibilities for those who find conventional driving challenging, like individuals with certain disabilities. So get ready. This is just the beginning of a revolution in personal transport, where driving might just become an experience of the future on our roads today. Can you imagine a world where dads give birth? Seahorses live it. In the underwater realm of seahorses, traditional gender roles are flipped. It's the male that becomes pregnant. After a graceful mating dance, the female deposits eggs into the male's brood pouch, a specialized chamber on his abdomen. The male fertilizes the eggs and incubates them for weeks, regulating temperature, oxygen flow, and salinity. During this time, he nourishes the embryos, protects them from predators, and even contracts in labor to release the fully formed young into the ocean. This is the only known case of true male pregnancy in the animal kingdom. Ancient Asian cultures viewed seahorses as symbols of protection and good fortune, perhaps drawn to their unusual parenting habits. Biologists continue to study this rare adaptation for insights into reproductive biology and evolutionary diversity. In the world of seahorses, fatherhood takes on a whole new level of commitment. Uncover the surprising history of sumo wrestling. This traditional Japanese sport, rich in culture, has been captivating audiences for over 2,500 years. Sumo isn't just about two hefty athletes battling in a ring. It's a grand display steeped in rituals, ceremonies, and deep-seated traditions. Before each match, wrestlers engage in a series of ceremonial practices, including purifying the ring with salt and performing a unique dance called shiko. These rituals harken back to Shinto beliefs, highlighting the spiritual significance of the sport. The history of sumo can be traced back to ancient times, where it was initially a way to entertain the gods and secure good harvests. As the centuries rolled on, sumo evolved into the sport we recognize today, complete with its own ranking system and unique garb, like the distinctive mawashi, a type of belt. Wrestlers, or rikishi, dedicate their lives to rigorous training and strict diets, and the whole atmosphere of a match blends fierce competition with a profound sense of honor and respect for tradition. Sumo wrestling remains an iconic symbol of Japanese culture, drawing fans from around the world. Have you met the cookie-making elf from your childhood? The Keebler cookie brand has captured the hearts and taste buds of many with its charming mascot, Ernie the Elf, who has been delighting us for decades. Imagined as the jolly baker of a magical tree factory, Ernie resides in a whimsical tree where a team of elves churn out delicious cookies and snacks. This enchanting world isn't just about tasty treats. It's a clever marketing strategy that appeals to our sense of wonder and nostalgia. Keebler products, like the famous fudge stripes and soft batch cookies, are tied to the idea that these goodies come from a secret, magical place, just like in the fairy tales we grew up with. The elf imagery not only makes the cookies seem extra special, but also creates a warm, friendly connection with consumers. After all, who wouldn't love to believe that a cheerful elf is crafting their favorite cookies? This imaginative image has helped Keebler stand out in a crowded snack aisle, reminding us that sometimes a little magic can make the treat that much sweeter. Can you picture how big Namibia really is? Namibia is a fascinating gem tucked away in southwestern Africa, stretching over 615 square kilometers, which is roughly the size of Texas, or about 380,772 square miles. This makes it the 34th largest country in the world, a place where vast landscapes and unique ecosystems combine. To the north, it shares its borders with Angola, while Zambia peeks in from the northeast. To the south, it's neighborly with South Africa, and to the west, its coastline greets the Atlantic Ocean. This location gives Namibia a diverse climate ranging from deserts to savannas, making it home to remarkable wildlife and stunning landscapes like the Namib Desert with its towering dunes. Imagine exploring these places where the sun paints the sky in fiery oranges and deep purples at sunset. Namibia isn't just a land of size, it's a rich tapestry of cultures, history, and one of the most breathtaking natural beauty sites, making it a must-visit for adventurers and nature lovers alike. Meet the winter warriors of Japan, the macaques. These remarkable creatures, often called snow monkeys, have adapted expertly to some of the coldest climates on Earth. You can find them in the mountainous regions of Japan, where temperatures plummet in winter, but instead of fleeing to warmer areas, their thick fur keeps them cozy. One of their coolest features is their flexible tails, which they use like an extra hand to grasp objects and help navigate their surroundings. This ability allows them to manipulate food and interact with their environment skillfully. When the snow falls, you might catch them huddling together for warmth or soaking in natural hot springs, a behavior that not only keeps them warm, but also helps them relax and bond with one another. Their adaptability doesn't stop at their tails or fur. These monkeys are social creatures too, living in matriarchal groups where females often help care for each other's young. So next time you think of primates, remember these cold-resistant cuties who thrive in challenging conditions. Hard to believe, but currency has taken many forms. For thousands of years, humans have traded not just with coins and paper money, but with a fascinating variety of items. From precious metals like gold and silver to everyday goods like rice and salt, the concept of currency has evolved alongside society itself. Imagine using pepper or tea as payment. In some cultures, valuable pelts and beads were the preferred currency, while others relied on barley and even rum to settle debts. The idea of what constitutes value is incredibly flexible, often reflecting local resources and needs. For example, in places where livestock was plentiful, cows or goats became a standard of wealth. Items like arrowheads and knives served as currency too, showcasing how survival needs shaped economic exchanges. This rich tapestry of trade items highlights creativity in human commerce, where the value of goods change based on time and place. Just think about the next time you make a purchase. What would people barter today if cash disappeared? Wonder how blue whales communicate underwater? These enormous creatures, the largest animals on the planet, have a fascinating way of connecting with one another, thanks to their powerful songs. Blue whales produce low-frequency calls that can travel across vast distances in the ocean. These calls are like underwater whispers that travel for hundreds of miles, allowing them to communicate with potential mates or other whales. It's almost as if they're sending text messages, but through sound. Researchers believe these songs also help whales navigate the deep, dark waters, guiding them through the vast and sometimes treacherous oceanic depths. What's truly incredible is that these sounds can be so deep that human ears might struggle to hear them. They fall below the range of typical human hearing. Moreover, these songs not only serve practical purposes, but also play a role in social bonding. Next time you ponder ocean life, remember these gentle giants are not just roaming the seas. They are actively singing and chatting, creating the largest symphony on Earth. You won't believe how much Singaporeans love their pets. In Singapore, the bond between people and animals is truly something special. This vibrant city-state is not just a place for humans to thrive, it's a paradise for pets too. Picture this: pet-friendly spas and swimming pools where furry friends can relax and unwind. That's right. Many establishments cater specifically to pets, offering everything from delicious gourmet meals to luxurious pampering treatments. But it doesn't stop there. Taxi services are available that specialize in safely transporting your pets across the city, ensuring they are as comfortable as possible during their journeys. This love for animal companionship reflects the cultural traits of Singaporeans, emphasizing caring and community. It's common to see dogs accompanying their owners as they stroll through the parks or enjoy a meal at outdoor cafes. With so many options and services designed for our four-legged pals, it's clear that in Singapore, Pets are treated like family. So next time you visit, don't be surprised if you see a pup getting the royal treatment right alongside its owner. You won't believe what this red paint actually means. That red coating on ship hulls, it's not just a stylistic tradition. It's a centuries-old solution to a serious problem. In the age of wooden ships, barnacles, algae, and marine worms would attach to the underside of vessels, slowing them down and damaging the hull. Sailors discovered that copper, toxic to such organisms, could keep ships clean. The copper paint had a distinct reddish tint, and soon red hulls became a global standard. Even with modern ships made of steel and high-tech anti-fouling coatings, red remains the dominant color below the waterline. It's a nod to function over fashion. Red paint saves fuel, improves speed, and reduces maintenance. What looks like a design choice is actually one of the most practical, enduring innovations in maritime history. Get ready to meet flamingos on Aruba's stunning beaches. Aruba, a tropical gem in the Caribbean, is famous not just for its powdery white sand beaches and mesmerizing turquoise waters, but also for some incredibly unique experiences. One such experience is a visit to Flamingo Beach, where visitors are treated to an unforgettable sight. A vibrant colony of pink flamingos wandering around the shoreline and splashing in the shallow waters. These beautiful birds aren't just put there for show. They roam freely, allowing you to snap photos as they strut around and interact with one another. Imagine lounging on a sunbed, the gentle sound of waves lapping nearby, while these charming flamingos come close enough for a truly memorable selfie. Plus, the beach itself is a paradise, ideal for swimming, snorkeling, or simply soaking up the sun. Whether you're collecting seashells or enjoying a refreshing drink, Flamingo Beach adds a splash of color and fun to your vacation. So next time you're planning a getaway, don't forget to put Aruba and its fabulous flamingos on your bucket list. Let's dive into the truth about Congolese weddings. If you think wedding celebrations are just a day-long affair, take a trip to the Democratic Republic of the Congo, where they can last a whole week. These vibrant festivals bring communities together, filled with joyous music, lively dancing, and an array of traditional dishes that leave everyone's taste buds dancing too. One of the most striking sights is the bride, who often rocks an impressive headdress made from tree bark, symbolizing her connection to nature and her community. But here's a twist. During this joyful event, smiling is actually frowned upon. In Congolese culture, marriage is seen as a serious commitment, so couples express their love and happiness in more subtle ways, reserving big smiles for private moments. Instead, you might see couples looking deeply into each other's eyes or exchanging heartfelt glances. This unique blend of celebration and solemnity makes Congolese weddings a fascinating cultural experience, showcasing the country's rich traditions and strong bonds between families and communities. Surprisingly, Oklahoma leads the U.S. in tornadoes. This state experiences the highest frequency of tornadoes per square mile, making it infamous as a main part of Tornado Alley. This region, which includes parts of Texas, Kansas, and Nebraska, witnesses more tornadoes than any other area in the country. With its unique geography, including flat plains and warm, moist air from the Gulf of Mexico colliding with cool air masses from the Rockies, Oklahoma creates the perfect storm conditions for these powerful weather events. These tornadoes can be fierce, spinning winds that can reach speeds of over 200 miles per hour. If you're a tornado watcher or a thrill seeker, Oklahoma is a hotspot for chasing storms, drawing enthusiasts from around the world who wish to safely experience these natural phenomena. To prepare for the potential danger, local residents have developed a strong community awareness, with many participating in safety drills and investing in storm shelters. So whether you're fascinated by meteorology or just enjoy the adrenaline rush, Oklahoma's tornado scene is one to watch. Can you believe Hawaiian pizza's real origin story? This popular favorite, which combines savory ham with sweet pineapple, actually hails from Canada, not the sunny shores of Hawaii, as many might assume. The creation of this unique dish is credited to Sam Panopoulos, a Greek immigrant who came to Canada in the 1950s. In 1962, Sam and his brothers opened a restaurant in Ontario where they sought to attract customers with something new and exciting. One day, they decided to toss some canned pineapple onto a pizza, and the combination was an instant hit. Sam's decision to blend tropical sweetness with the traditional pizza toppings revolutionized the pizza menu and flavors in North America. Surprisingly, despite its name, the pineapple pizza has little to do with Hawaiian culture and instead reflects the culinary creativity of immigrants bringing fresh ideas to a new land. Today, Hawaiian pizza sparks passionate debates among food lovers about whether pineapple belongs on pizza at all. But one thing is certain, it's a testament to how delicious ideas can cross borders. Prepare to be amazed by the universe's star count. Did you know that there are more stars in the universe than all the grains of sand on every beach on Earth? It's hard to wrap your mind around, but estimates suggest there are around 1 septillion stars out there. Yes, that's a 1 followed by 24 zeros. To put this in perspective, our own Milky Way galaxy is home to between 100 and 400 billion stars, making it just one of potentially trillions of galaxies spread across the cosmos. Imagine looking at a beach and thinking about the countless grains of sand. Now picture that number multiplied by an unimaginable amount when you think about the stars above you. Each star could potentially host its own solar system, and who knows, maybe some even have life. So the next time you gaze up at the night sky, remember that you are witnessing just a tiny glimpse of a vast, dazzling universe, filled with far more stars than we can truly comprehend. This tiny ball flipped golf history. In the early 1930s, a manager at the Acushnet Company was frustrated with golf balls that didn't roll straight, so he cut one open and found the core was off-center. That simple act led to hiring an MIT engineer who designed the first perfectly balanced ball. In 1935, the Titleist was born. Its precise symmetry gave golfers unprecedented control, and within years it became the gold standard for professionals. Today, Titleist dominates courses worldwide. It all started with curiosity and a razor blade. That tiny white ball changed how the game is played, practiced, and perfected. Proof that small innovations can reshape entire sports. Is it really true that Diet Coke floats? You might be surprised to learn that a regular can of Coke sinks while its diet counterpart stays buoyant in water. Why does this happen? It all comes down to density, which is how heavy something is for its size. Regular Coke is packed with sugar, which adds weight and makes it denser than water. When the can hits the water, the weight pulls it down. Conversely, Diet Coke is sweetened with artificial sweeteners that are much lighter, making the overall can less dense than water. This lighter density allows Diet Coke to bob on the surface, defying expectations. If you've ever tossed a can into a pool or bucket, this little experiment can turn into a fun science lesson. Gather some friends, fill up a container, and see for yourself. This quirky difference not only highlights the fascinating principles of density, but also showcases how small changes in ingredients can lead to surprising and delightful outcomes in our everyday products. Here's a wild fact about dragon fruit. This tropical treat, also known as pitahaya, boasts an appearance that looks like something straight out of a fantasy novel. With bright pink or yellow scales and green-tipped spikes, it's like Mother Nature caught a little creative spark. But the real magic happens when you slice it open. Inside, you'll discover a vibrant white or pink flesh, dotted with tiny black seeds, giving it a unique texture and an inviting look. The taste is mild and subtly sweet, making it perfect for smoothies, fruit salads, or just enjoying fresh on its own. Not only is dragon fruit visually stunning, but it also packs a punch when it comes to nutrition. It's low in calories and rich in vitamin C, fiber, and antioxidants. Some even say it can help boost your immune system and promote healthy skin. Whether you're diving into one for the first time or adding it to a trendy dish, dragon fruit is sure to bring a splash of tropical joy to your day. Ever wondered what lies beneath the ocean's surface? Despite covering more than 70% of our planet, only about 5% of the ocean has been explored and mapped in detail. This means there's a vast underwater world teeming with life and countless mysteries waiting to be uncovered. Think about it. Beneath the waves, there are uncharted territories filled with unknown species and stunning ecosystems, many of which we haven't even glimpsed yet. The ocean is a realm of extremes. With crushing depths, pitch-black darkness, and frigid temperatures, it's no wonder scientists face major challenges when they try to explore it. However, thanks to incredible advances in technology, like remote-operated vehicles and deep-sea submersibles, we're finally starting to peel back the layers of this watery enigma. It's like an underwater treasure hunt, where each dive might reveal a bizarre creature or a stunning coral reef. So the next time you look out at the ocean, remember there are vast worlds we have yet to discover, just waiting beneath the surface. Believe it or not, America is a land of contrasts. From the sun-soaked beaches of Florida to the snow-capped peaks of the Rocky Mountains, the United States boasts a stunning variety of landscapes and cultures. Each of the 50 states offers its own unique blend of environments, creating a vibrant tapestry of natural beauty and human experience. For example, in California, you can hike through towering redwood forests, while in Texas, vast deserts stretch for miles. The country's geography ranges from the lush greenery of the Pacific Northwest to the arid plains of the Midwest. This vast diversity also extends to its cultures, influenced by immigration and indigenous histories. You might find lively street festivals in New Orleans, serene spirituality in Utah's deserts, or tech innovation in Silicon Valley. This contrast not only makes for breathtaking travel adventures, but also enriches America's identity, showcasing the ability of its people to create vibrant communities in the most unexpected places. Isn't it fascinating how one nation can hold such varied treasures? Discover the wonders of Durmitor National Park. Nestled in the breathtaking Montenegrin Alps, this UNESCO World Heritage Site is a treasure trove of natural beauty and adventure. One of its most stunning features is the Tara River Canyon, which ranks among the deepest gorges on the planet, creating a spectacular backdrop for those who love the great outdoors. Thrill seekers can indulge in exhilarating whitewater rafting, navigating the swift waters while surrounded by towering cliffs and lush greenery. For those who prefer to hike, the park boasts over 48 peaks, with Bobatov Kuk standing tall as the highest at 2,122 meters. As you traverse the trails, keep an eye out for the park's diverse wildlife. You might spot a majestic golden eagle soaring overhead, or even catch a glimpse of a brown bear wandering through the forest. With its stunning landscapes and rich biodiversity, Durmitor National Park not only offers a playground for adventurers, but also a serene escape for nature lovers, making it a must-visit destination for anyone looking to connect with the wild. Did you know pirates believed earrings could improve eyesight? This quirky belief came from a time when sailors, often spending long days at sea, were keen on finding any way to enhance their vision. Pirates, in particular, thought that precious metals like gold and silver held special powers. They wore earrings not just as a fashion statement, but because they believed these adornments could ward off ailments or improve their eyesight. Imagine a fearsome pirate with an eye patch over one eye and a glimmering earring in the other, confidently navigating through treacherous waters. While there's no scientific backing for this claim, after all, a shiny earring won't improve your vision, it became a staple part of their style. This superstition was so influential that it shaped how we picture pirates today, often portrayed with tough looks and extravagant earrings. So next time you see a pirate in a movie, remember there's more than just adventure in those jewels. There's a bit of history and mythology intertwined with fashion. Have you heard about Hanoi's incredible train street? This fascinating spot in Vietnam offers an experience you simply can't find anywhere else. Imagine a bustling street where houses, shops, and cafes line a narrow corridor, and just seconds before a train rushes by, everyone knows to step aside. The trains run along the tracks so close to the buildings that visitors can almost reach out and touch the train as it zooms past. It's a magical moment, blending the comforting hum of daily life with the thrill of the train's arrival. Locals have cleverly adapted to their unique circumstances. They even set their chairs and tables inches away from the tracks, making it a popular place for tourists to snap selfies and enjoy the lively atmosphere. When the train comes through, a flurry of activity unfolds, with people clearing the way, only to resume their routines just moments later. This quirky tradition shows how communities can coexist with modern transport while creating a one-of-a-kind spectacle that attracts curious travelers from around the globe. Train Street doesn't just offer a train ride, it immerses you in the heart and rhythm of Hanoi. Did you know the Statue of Liberty has 7 rays? Each ray on her crown symbolizes one of the 7 continents, making the statue not just a symbol of freedom, but also a representation of our world. Measuring about 9 feet long and weighing as much as 150 pounds, these impressive rays reflect the strength and unity of the nations. When you look at Lady Liberty, you're not just seeing a grand monument, you're witnessing a celebration of global diversity. Designed by French sculptor Frédéric Auguste Bartholdi and dedicated in 1886, the statue stands on Liberty Island in New York Harbor, welcoming immigrants and visitors alike. The idea was to embody enlightenment and freedom for all. As you explore the statue, consider how each ray connects continents like Africa, Asia, Europe, North America, South America, Australia, and Antarctica, embodying the hope of unity. Isn't it amazing how a single statue can represent such vast and diverse cultures? Here's something incredible about ostrich eggs. These remarkable eggs are the largest of any bird, weighing in at a whopping 3 pounds and measuring around 6 inches long. To put that into perspective, it's like having 24 chicken eggs all bundled up into one massive egg. Ostriches, the giants of the bird world, lay these stunning eggs as part of their reproductive cycle, typically in a communal nest that can hold multiple eggs from different females. The eggshell is thick and strong, providing excellent protection for the developing chick inside. In fact, an ostrich egg shell is so sturdy that it can even support the weight of an adult human if they stand on it carefully. This incredible size and strength make the ostrich egg not only a fascinating part of nature, but also an important survival strategy for these birds living in the wild. Plus, they have a fun fact attached. The creamy white color of the shells has made them a symbol of purity and new beginnings in many cultures throughout history. So next time you think of eggs, remember the mighty ostrich egg. It truly is an extraordinary marvel of nature. Ever seen the giant salamander in action? The Chinese giant salamander holds the title of the largest amphibian on the planet, and it's truly a sight to behold. These impressive creatures can grow up to 1.8 meters long, making them longer than many small cars. Imagine catching a glimpse of one of these gentle giants gliding through freshwater streams or lurking in cool, dark caves. Not just a remarkable size, these salamanders are also ancient, having existed for millions of years. They can live for over 50 years, which means they often outlast several generations of humans. Sadly, despite their longevity, these amphibians are in serious trouble due to habitat loss, pollution, and illegal hunting. Their unique looks, with wrinkly, baggy skin and feathery gills, make them fascinating but also vulnerable, leading to their endangered status. Conservation groups are racing to protect these animals and their habitats, hoping to ensure future generations can appreciate the wonders of the Chinese giant salamander. You won't believe these rare bears live here. Vancouver Island in Canada is home to the extraordinary Kermode bear, commonly known as the spirit bear. This stunning creature is not your everyday bear, as it's famous for its striking white fur that stands out against the lush greenery of the island. Surprisingly, this color variation is due to a genetic trait rather than an albino condition. While they may look different, Kermode bears are actually black bears at heart, and the white fur appears in about 1 in 10 bears. The Kermode bear holds a special place in indigenous culture, where it's often seen as a symbol of spirituality and significance. Called the spirit bear, their habitat is primarily located in the coastal rainforests of British Columbia, where they play an essential role in the ecosystem, helping to disperse seeds and maintain the health of the forest. Sadly, these remarkable bears are at risk due to habitat loss and climate change. Conservation efforts are underway to protect them, ensuring future generations can admire these unique animals in their natural environment. What a treasure they are! Could Europa be hiding something incredible beneath its ice? Jupiter's moon. Europa is a fascinating world that captures the imagination of scientists and explorers alike. Beneath its thick shell of ice lies a hidden ocean, possibly holding more than twice the amount of water found on Earth. This subsurface ocean is kept warm by the gravitational pull from Jupiter, creating a dynamic environment where conditions could be just right for life as we know it. With a salty, nutrient-rich ocean, Europa has become a prime target in the search for extraterrestrial life. Missions like NASA's upcoming Europa Clipper aim to study its icy surface and analyze the plume jets that shoot water vapor into space, giving researchers clues about the ocean beneath. If microbial life exists there, it could tell us about the possibilities of life elsewhere in the universe. Imagine machines exploring the depths of this alien ocean, dramatically altering our understanding of life in the cosmos. Europa is more than just an ice-covered moon. It could be a treasure trove of biological secrets waiting to be uncovered. Hard to believe, but Michigan has stunning landmarks. The Great Lakes, often called Michigan's freshwater seas, boast some of the most breathtaking views in the country. With over 3,200 miles of shoreline, these lakes offer a spectacular backdrop for outdoor activities and sightseeing. Picture standing atop the iconic Sleeping Bear Dunes, where you can gaze out over the glistening waters of Lake Michigan, or explore the scenic Pictured Rocks National Lakeshore, featuring colorful sandstone cliffs that soar high above the lake. Not only can you hike scenic trails or kayak along the shores, but you can also experience the unique ecosystem of these freshwater bodies, filled with diverse wildlife and stunning landscapes. Whether you're enjoying a peaceful sunset on the lake or taking an adventurous sailing trip, Michigan's landmarks invite everyone to appreciate their beauty. So, why not plan a trip to explore these magnificent sights? You'll be amazed at what you discover amidst the natural wonders of the Great Lakes. Did you know about the Kumbhalgarh Wall's hidden greatness? Stretching an impressive 36 kilometers, the Kumbhalgarh Wall in India is the second longest wall in the world, right after the iconic Great Wall of China. Nestled in the Aravalli range of Rajasthan, this magnificent structure was built during the 15th century to protect the Kumbhalgarh Fort, a UNESCO World Heritage Site. The wall isn't just about its size, it's a marvel of engineering too. With thick stone fortification and strategically placed watchtowers, it provided a safe haven for the royal family and their troops. What makes it even more fascinating is that it's surrounded by lush forests and rugged hills, creating a stunning backdrop for this historical gem. Although not as famous as its Chinese counterpart, Kumbhalgarh is an architectural wonder in its own right, boasting steep slopes and a series of gates that once defended the fort. If you're ever in India, this hidden gem is worth exploring, offering a glimpse into the rich history and culture of the region. So, next time someone mentions Great Walls, don't forget to include Kumbhalgarh in the conversation. Guess which trees can live over 4,000 years? It's hard to believe, but certain trees, like the incredible bristlecone pine, have been around for thousands of years, some even exceeding the age of 4,000. Nestled in the high mountains of the western United States, these hardy trees have seen everything from ancient civilizations rise and fall to modern technological advances. The secret to their longevity is a combination of tough living conditions and remarkable resilience. These trees thrive in harsh weather, with rocky soil and extreme temperatures. Their slow growth rate helps them conserve energy and resources, allowing them to withstand the test of time. The wood of the bristlecone pine is also quite dense and resinous, making it resistant to insects and rot. This means that as they grow older, they become even tougher. Imagine a living witness to history, quietly observing the world for millennia. Researchers study these ancient sentinels to learn about climate changes and even the history of our planet. Isn't it fascinating that these trees can tell stories as old as human civilization itself? What if I told you Dubai is more than luxury? This stunning metropolis in the United Arab Emirates dazzles visitors with its breathtaking skyline, highlighted by the iconic Burj Khalifa, the world's tallest building, and the opulent Burj Al Arab, known for its luxurious amenities. Yet Dubai is not just about high-end living, it's a playground for adventure seekers too. You can shop for the latest fashion trends in sprawling malls or explore the vast desert on exhilarating safaris. For thrill seekers, imagine skydiving over the picturesque Palm Jumeirah or hitting the slopes at Ski Dubai inside the Mall of the Emirates, where snow-covered mountains await. Beyond these modern attractions, Dubai beautifully intertwines tradition and culture, offering vibrant markets and historical sites that tell the story of its rich heritage. This remarkable city encapsulates a journey from the ancient past to a futuristic present, making it a unique destination that leaves every visitor in awe. Ready to experience the magic of Dubai? Here's a wild fact about avocados. Did you know that this creamy green delight is actually a fruit, not a vegetable? It might come as a surprise, especially since we often see avocados in savory dishes like guacamole or as a topping on toast. But in botanical terms, a fruit is defined as the part of a plant that develops from its flowers and contains seeds. Avocados fit this description perfectly. They grow on tall trees and contain a large pit inside, which is the seed. In fact, avocados belong to a group of fruits called berries, making them cousins to other fruits like blueberries and grapes. This means that while we think of them as part of our vegetable-based diets, they are more closely related to something sweet. The avocado tree, native to central Mexico, can produce fruit for over 100 years, producing a single tree's yield. With their rich, buttery texture and unique flavor, these fruits are not just tasty, they're nutritious too, providing healthy fats, vitamins, and minerals. So next time you enjoy an avocado, remember you're indulging in a delicious fruit.